Doing own voice over soft music. Jungkook was so focused on a file that he didn't notice his office door opened and there comes his secretary with the coffee. Your coffee, sir. Jungkook immediately looked up from his file when he heard the most pleasant calming voice of his secretary, to be specific his love Wyan. Keep it here. He pointed at the table and then he leaned back on his chair and kept gazing Wyan with his eyes filled with love which made Wyan blush. Sir, you are making me what, Miss Wine? He said in his tone without taking his eyes from Wine. Cook, she blushed more, making Jungkook shrimp in satisfaction after seeing his effect on her. Jungkook shrimp, Miss Wine, go and lock the door. Wine frowned, but then too she obeyed him and went to lock the door. And in the meantime, Jungkook turned on the blindfold of his cabin. Wine stood in front of Jungkook and pulled her to his, making Wine gasp. Wine wide eyes, Cook, we are in office. Anyone will see us. No, babe, no one will see us, he said while snuggling into Wine's neck and peeking her neck, making Wine to hold her dress tightly. Cook, she making Jungkook. Babe, let me. I'm so stressed, he said while peeking her neck, but his word made Wine came to reality, so she stopped Jungkook by lightly pushing him by his. No, Cook, I'm still not ready for that. Jungkook signed, fine, okay, I'm sorry if I made you uncomfortable. Saying this, he turned his head to other side, making Wine sad. I'm sorry, Cook, it just I'm still not. Wine's eyes turned teary, and Jungkook immediately faced Wine when he heard a slight change in her tone. Babe, it's okay. I was just joking as always. Say I will wait for you as long as you become comfortable with me. He peeked Wine's forehead. Thank you, Cook. Shall we continue our work? Yeah, sure. Wine got up from Jungkook's and gave him the coffee to make him a little relaxed, and then again they continued their work. Miss Era, here is a report of your health checkup. Everything right? No, I'm sorry to say you are infertile. Era was all cool and she left the place after taking the file. Era entered the John mansion as her mom was with her best friend, Jungkook's mom. Oma, she called her mom, and both her mom and Jungkook's mom looked at her. Honey, how was your checkup? Era signed. I'm infertile, she said, making her both mom shocked. Jungkook mom shocked. Are you serious? Ara just forwarded the file to Jungkook's mom and she took it and opened the file and read it just to get. Ara, I'm sorry, I can't help you if you're infertile. You know na, being a mafia king, Jungkook definitely needs a hire to carry on our family business and to rule the mafia world after they retire. But mom, it's not my fault. Yeah, she is right. She loves him so much. She can't imagine her life without him. You know now from childhood she was destined to be his and now this suddenly she can't take the fact of leaving Jungkook. I can understand you, Era, but as I told you, I can't do anything. It's Jungkook's dad's order. Era started crying more, which Jungkook's mom can't take because Era is her best friend daughter and she treats her like her own daughter, and from childhood Era and Jungkook's parents have made up their mind like Era and Jungkook will get married when they will grow up, but now Era turned out to be, and Jungkook's family wants a hire for their business and mafia world, so now they cancel the wedding of Era and Jungkook, which Ara's mom doesn't want. Don't cry, sweetie. Ara crying. I want Jungkook mom. Jungkook's mom now can't take more, so Jungkook mom signed. Calm down. Let me think of some reason. Ara calm a little as she believes Jungkook's mom more than anything in this world. But I got it. Ara had a confused, worried face after hearing Jungkook's mom, and Ara's mom waited patiently to listen to her. Jungkook's mom and dad, along with Era's mom, she is a single parent, gathered together in living room after hearing Era's health condition. So, honey, we should carry on with the marriage, but it should be after a year and about a hire. In this 1 year, Jungkook will marry someone else and will give us a hire. And then after getting a hire, we will ask Jungkook to divorce the girl, and then Era can marry Jungkook, and you will get the hire too. Are you okay with it, Era? Era looked at her mom, who was giving her deadly stare, indicating to say no. But I am, but it's just for a year, and then Jungkook will always mind. Okay, fine, as long as we get a hire, we don't have a problem. I will decide with whom I will marry. Jungkook unexpectedly came to the living room and he heard everything. Okay, fine. We don't care about girl's background. We just want a hire, that's it. Jungkook thought it's a good time to introduce Wine as one No one will raise objection and everyone will accept her without creating an issue and drama. And when later she became my wife, I will never allow anyone to come in between us. Jungkook coldly said at everyone and left the place, totally ignoring Era. Jungkook directly came to Ryan's apartment so that he can take her to his house. Babe, you gonna meet my parents. Ryan nervous cook, but I don't be scared, babe. They will accept you. So shall we go? Ryan was nervous, but then too she nodded her head, and Jungkook peeked her forehead to assure her everything will be fine. Just believe me, right? Yeah, I do. So let's go. Ryan nodded her head, and Jungkook hold her wrist and head out of her house to go to his house. Dad, she is Ryan, the one I said this morning. Oh, aren't you Jungkook's secretary? Yes, sir, she was not anymore. Ryan's wide eyes. But why Jungkook faced Ryan with a sweet smile. You will now take rest. You struggle a lot to maintain your life, so from now you rest and I will take care of you throughout my life. Ryan once again fall for his sweet words. Yes, you are right. Now she needs more care as she is going to. Jungkook cutted her off. We will shift to my new house after marrying, and no one should come there. I want privacy with my wife. Jungkook directly said to everyone. Okay, we agree. Let's start preparation for the wedding as soon as possible. Wine was confused as how easily Jungkook's parents agreed, and there Wine saw a girl almost of same age of hers, Era, who was looking at Wine with sad eyes as if she has lost something precious of her life. Meanwhile, Wine found another woman with cold face, Era's mom. The wedding was held in 2 days and it was the most expensive grand wedding. Everything was of like real wedding. Indeed, it was a real wedding, but there was no media and all because Jungkook wanted privacy in his wedding and wanted to enjoy with just his friends and families. And also, Wine will be uncomfortable after suddenly receiving attention from everyone, so he avoided media and all. Jungkook and Wine came to the new house being gifted by Jungkook's dad. Wine was nervous because today is their wedding night and soon the door opened, making Wine to stand up from bed in nervous and excitement too. Jungkook smiled. You tired, babe? Jungkook asked while locking the door and approaching Wine and standing in front of her. No, Cook, where were you? Just a little work. You know now I have to handle both the company and mafia work too. I understand you, Cook. She played his cheeks, taking his stress away. Jungkook shrimp. Just a peek won't work, babe. Wine frowned. Then what can I do to take my husband's stress away? She innocently asked while looking deep into Jungkook's eyes, making Jungkook shrimp to grow more wider. Jungkook shrimp, you can do a lot to take my stress away. Saying this, he pulled Wine closer to him by her, resulting her both hands to land on his and cheeks turned red. Wine blushed. What? She asked, looking up at him. Let me make you mine completely. Wine's cheeks got more red, but she was not ready for it. So, Cook, we just dated for 6 months. I need more time. Wine said with a little nervousness, but all her worry faded away when Jungkook peeked her forehead. I was just teasing you, babe. You can take as much time as you want. I will wait for you. And now I am happy and relieved that you are in front of my eyes as my wife. Wine's eyes turned teary. Thank you, Cook. You sorry, crying for the simple thing. You know now I can't see tears in your eyes. Wipe Wines, dear. Let's sleep. I'm very tired and tomorrow I'm have an important work. Yeah, sure, Cook. Lastly, Jungkook peeked her forehead and Wine peeked his cheeks and both laid on bed and slept cuddling. It was the best morning for Wine. She wake up in Jungkook's embrace and then had breakfast together. And then Jungkook went off to his work after her forehead. But little did she know that her happiness was only for a night and the has came to take her happiness away. Wine was cleaning the dishes of morning, but her action paused when she heard the doorbell. Wine frowned. Did Cook forget something? She frowned and wiped her wet hands and rushed to open the door. Wine opened the door just to see two familiar faces, but Wine confused. I don't know your name, Era, and this is my mom. Oh, sorry, in hurry of wedding, I didn't got time to know you all. Please come inside. Era and her mom was having a cold face, and they simply got into the house and sat on couch like a queen. And Wine approached them after closing the door. Sit, he ordered Wine, and Wine sat in front of them. So I will clearly introduce you to us. I'm Era's mom and she is Era. To be specific, Jungkook's fiance. Wine's eyes wide open on hearing Era's mom. But I know Jungkook has never told you, so I'm here to let you know your real place where you belong, Wine. Wine frowned. What do you mean? Era's mom chuckled. You are just a Wine surprise. What? My daughter is infertile, but as Jungkook's family wants an heir to maintain their mafia and business in future, so they hired you as just to give birth to Jungkook's baby. And after giving birth, he will give you divorce, and then he will marry Era, has being planned by both of your family, and the baby will be Era's and Jungkook's. Wine's eyes got teary. She never thought of the situation. Wine sobbing, but Jungkook, he loves me. Era mom chuckled. That what he told you, right? Wine nodded her head. It's all fake, girl. He is using your innocence and fooling you with his fake care and acting. Wine now collected all the incidents from the time they dated. Vine was an orphan, so after completing the graduation at 21, she applied for almost all the companies, and her luck she got selected in John Empire. And from there, her life was a turning point because she met Jungkook. She got attracted to Jungkook at the first sight itself, but then she withdrawn her feelings and maintained a professional relationship only with him because she knew that the things with Jungkook never gonna happen. So Miss Vine, let me tell me why you don't have a surname. Sir, I am an orphan and the name Wine is given by the caretaker of the orphanage, and I think I don't need a surname to create my own name with my hard work. Okay, you are selected. Wine surprise. Thank you, sir. You are being my secretary, and from tomorrow you can start your job. Wine surprise. Thank you, sir. Happily left the cabin. Jungkook Shrimp, seems like you are excited to get my surname. Jungkook to fall in love with Wine at first sight. That's why he gave her his secretary post after replacing the recent male secretary, because he wanted to know more about Wine, and also he respect her as she is working hard to make her life. Like the 6 months passed and both Jungkook and Wine developed strong feelings for each other. Wine was holding herself because she clearly knows that the relationship with Jungkook won't work, and Jungkook badly wanted to make Wine his and propose her. But every time Wine Jungkook bring up the dating and love topic, Wine ignore him and run away. But everything changed one day. Oh god, Alex, stop. I can't take more of your joke. But I just started. Wine. Alex become cold good friend in meantime. Wine was laughing her heart out on Alex's joke without knowing that Jungkook was watching her through the camera and burning in jealous. Wine, and then his talk paused when Wine's phone ringed. Just a minute, Alex. Alex nodded and Wine took the call immediately because it was Wine call. Yes, Mr. John, come to my office right now. Wine call, yes sir. Wine call cut. Alex, Mr. John is asking for me. I will see you at lunch break. Alex agreed and both parted away. Wine entered the cabin just to get harshly by Jungkook to the nearest wall, and she tightly closed her eyes. Open your eyes. Wine slowly opened her eyes just to see a dark-eyed Jungkook, making Wine's heart beat faster. So she got scared, thinking that she might have done some mistake in any file. Why were you with that guy? Who, sir? Soon Wine got it. You mean Alex? Jungkook just didn't say anything, just closed the gap between him and her, sandwiching Wine between him and wall. Yeah, we were just joking around. Don't do that again. Not only him. Stay away from all the boys in this world except me. Wine was confused, but something in her made her ask Jungkook. Why, she herself doesn't know she got the courage to ask Jungkook this. I love you and you are mine, he said while leaning towards Wine and speak very close to his lips, making Wine to turn her face to left side. I know you love me, he said while holding Wine's chin and making her face him. Wine wide eyes. How? Jungkook trim your eyes and right now you are comfortable with me standing this close. Wine can't hide more and thought to give it a try. Fine, I love you too. But Jungkook cutted her off by placing his index finger over her lips. No, but now you are mine, so don't think of anything else. Wine nodded her head, but then Jungkook's eyes fall on Wine's lip, which he wished to devour from the last 6 months. Can I? He said while staring at her lips and cherishing her bottom lips with his thumb. But Wine's inner soul was saying no, so Jungkook, don't get mad. I'm still not ready for that. Wine said while looking down, but Jungkook smiled and peeked her forehead. It's fine. I will wait till you are ready for it. Teary smiled. Thank you so much. Thus they hugged each other and started dating. Wine came to reality when you might be thinking of all your lovely moments with Jungkook, right? It was all fake. He has to act like that so that you will give your to him. So I came to remind you that don't fall in love with him. Just know your place and do your duty. And here, she placed a blank check in front of Wine with her sign. What's this? Era mom shrimp. Blank check. You can take as much money you want. All you have to do is carry Jungkook's baby for Era and leave him after a year. Saying this, Era and her mom stood up and left the place, leaving a heartbroken Wine. Wine already had a teary eyes, but after they left, she started crying hard while holding her dress near her tightly. Wine crying, why he fooled me, why he acted as he loved me. Painful chuckle, because he wanted a higher, as his fiance can't give birth. That's why he always said that let's make, but he never me and always respected me. Wine harshly grabbed her hair and pulled her hair like a mad girl, as indeed she was getting mad by thinking about Jungkook's behavior, which was confusing her. But soon Wine's dark eyes, I know what to do. She wiped her tears and kept staring at the blank check kept on the tea table. Jungkook entered the house. It was all silent and dark. Baby, he called Wine, but no response. Baby, are you in bedroom? Why you didn't turn on the light? He frowned and turned the lights on and scanned the whole place, but he found no one, so he started having a negative feelings and he rushed to their shared bedroom. Jungkook opened the door, but again it was dark and no one was there. He turned on the lights and his eyes wide open. Jungkook surprised, babe, what's all this and why you in this clothes? Wine stood up from bed and approached Jungkook, making things more difficult for him as she was wearing a outfit which barely covered her and her fresh fragrance was the weakness of Jungkook making him lose control. Babe, you are making things difficult for me. Just go and wear your clothes. Saying this, Jungkook turned his face to other side, but Wine cupped his cheek and made him face her. I'm ready to be yours, Jungkook. Babe, you don't have to force yourself. I will wait for you. Jungkook was cut it off by Wine's lip. She herself made Jungkook's hand circle around her, and her hands around his neck, pulling him more into her, thus making Jungkook to lose control over himself. And he picked up Wine by her and started her deeply while walking to the bed and thus leading to be continued in Instagram. Link is in description. Vine was admiring Jungkook. She had a the whole night Jungkook didn't let her sleep, and also she wasn't able to sleep thinking what she is up to. Jungkook just slept recently, and Vine lastly peeked his lips and then slowly removed the blanket and took Jungkook's shirt, which was near to her on bed, and wore it and head out of the room. Vine got into the kitchen while she opened the fridge, got a bottle of cold water, and was about to drink it, but someone grabbed the bottle from behind and she turned around to see. Cook, I was thirsty, give it to me. Jungkook shrimp, you want water? Vine nodded her head and Jungkook took a mouthful of water in his and why you left the bed? You should have waked me up. I would have brought water for you. You were sleeping, so I don't wanted to disturb your sleep. Jungkook smiled. You can wake me up at any time. I love to be get disturbed by you. Jungkook picked Wine's forehead. Cook, she called him in a little painful voice, making Jungkook worry. Yes, babe, is it paining anywhere? Wine thought, I want to tell you about Era and Era's mom arrival at our house yesterday, but at the same time, I don't want to. Aren't you going to office? It's already time for you to get ready. Not today. I'm going to take rest of my lovely wife as she gave me a very good gift yesterday. So now it's my turn to give her a written gift by taking care of her. Wine just gave a fake smile to him and Jungkook lastly peeked her forehead and before carrying her in bridal style to their bedroom to take rest. Jungkook and Wine kept oftenly and Jungkook got with Wine and Wine let him do because she wanted to get because but it was making things more difficult for Wine as Jungkook love and care was increasing each and every passing second making Wine to fall deep in love. Wine was holding her waiting for the result she was trying for the last 3 weeks to be specific 1 week after they had their first time. She kept on buying pregnancy tests and keep testing it but every time it was negative. Wine closed eyes. Please, please be positive. I really wanted to have a baby and enjoy the motherhood phase. A drop of tear left her eyes and then she heard alarm in her phone and she looked kept it according to the prescribed time in the God please. She prayed for one last time and slowly peeked into the test placed on the sink and her eyes wide open and she covered her mouth with her palms and tears started flowing like a wine crying, oh God, finally I'm gonna be a mom. Baby, I promise I will be a good mother, she said while placing her hand on her tummy. And at the time her phone rang and she knew who it is without even saying so she picked the call. Wine called Cook. She called him with a broken voice. Jungkook always call her whenever he gets a little free time even if it's for 1 minute. Jungkook worried, babe, you okay? Why your voice is sounding like you cried? That's it. By hearing it, she broke down completely, making Jungkook worry. Babe, hold on, I'm coming. Jungkook immediately took his car key and was about to leave the meeting room, but he paused when he heard Wine called Cook, I'm pregnant. Jungkook's whole body got numb. Jungkook surprised what? His dad approached him after seeing Jungkook's shocked, surprised face. Wine called, yes, Cook, you are gonna be a dad. She was crying badly. Really, a drop of tear happy left Jungkook's eyes. Wine crying, yeah, Jungkook called, I'm coming, baby. He cut the call and turned around just to see his dad standing behind him. What happened, Jungkook? Happy, excited dad, me gonna be a dad, wine pregnant. He wasn't able to form word. Jungkook dad smiled. Congrats, Bunny. You got to her and I will handle the meeting. Jungkook nodded and rushed to house. Jungkook got into the house and then rushed to the bedroom and called Wine. Babe, where are you? Soon he heard sobbing from bathroom, so he rushed to bathroom. Jungkook entered the bathroom just to see Wine sitting on the bathroom floor and crying her heart out while her one hand is on her tummy, another one holding the pregnancy test and she looking at it. Babe, he rushed to her and sit in front of her. His eyes were teary too. Wine crying, Cook, see, she had him the test, but Jungkook just peeked at the test. It was positive, and he pulled Wine into a deep, while he completely sat on floor and pulled Wine too. Both were crying badly. Jawine started taking long breaths as she was crying from a long time, making Jungkook worry, and he started cherishing her. Calm down, babe. It's okay. Wine sobbing. Cook, I was again about to cry, but Jungkook stopped her by placing his lips on her and stood up with her in arm and head out of the bathroom to the bedroom still. Jungkook placed wine on bed and then pulled back from the and then took the glass of water from nightstand and made her drink it, making wine calm a little. You okay? He said while wiping her tears and then cleaning her face with a tissue. Cook, I love you, babe. I love you more. He peeked Wine's forehead. Thank you so much, babe. You don't know how much happy I will. Me too. I'm going to be a mom. Jungkook smiled. Come, let's go to hospital. Wine nodded her head, and Jungkook made Wine ready to go to hospital. Congratulations, Mr. John. Your wife is a week pregnant. Jungkook happy. Did you heard, babe? I did. Thank you, doctor. Shall we leave? Okay, then. Wine was about to get up, but soon she felt being in air. Cook put me down. No, from now you will have a complete rest. Wine blushed and hid her face in his. Jungkook chuckled. We will leave. Yeah, sure. And make sure to visit every 15 days for a checkup. Yeah, he left the cabin. Both reached hall, and again Jungkook carried Wine in his arm and head inside the house just to see. Mom, Dad, what are you doing here? I told her about Wine's pregnancy, so she rushed to see her and I followed her. Will you put my daughter down? Jungkook chuckled. Oh yeah. He slowly made Wine stand on her feet, but Wine was nervous, so he held Jungkook's shirt more tightly and tried to hide herself in him. Don't be nervous, babe. No one will do anything to you when I'm here. Saying this, he made Wine stand in front of him. Jungkook's mom approached Wine and raised her hand, making Wine to close her eyes, but she felt her hand cherishing her head and then her forehead peak as she slowly opened her eyes. Jungkook's mom smiled. Take good care of you and the baby too, okay? Wine nodded her head. Jungkook mom smiled. I know we never had a proper conversation before, but I know you very well. Wine frowned. We heard a lot about you from the employees of our company, and we were knowing it that you both are in relationship. Wine again nodded her head. I wanna take rest. I'm tired. She literally wasn't in the mood to hear and see all those fake acting and love for her. Has she thought that they are just caring for her because she is having the heir of John in her womb? Yeah, sure. Take rest. And from today, me and Appa are shifting here. And if you want, you guys can shift to our house. What do you want, baby? He asked while still holding Wine by her and placing his chin on her shoulder. Here, I'm comfortable here. Okay, and also the hospital is near, so we will shift to here. Till Wine gave birth, everyone agreed. Come, let's go and take a nap. Wine just nodded her head, but soon gasped when carried her in bridal style and head to their shared bedroom, making Jungkook's parent. Oh, he's literally like you. Of course, after all, he is my son. They both said while admiring young couple so in love with each other. Like this 9 month passed happily. Wine was happy with Jungkook's parents. She forget that they are acting just for her eye, because Jungkook and his mom and dad took so much care of Wine and filled her with love that she forget everything and had a very happy life. But little did she know that their love for her was pure and true and not for a hire. Wine was admiring Jungkook, who was holding his baby boy in his arm. Babe, did you see? He looks exactly like you. Wine chuckled. No, Cook, he looks like you. Jungkook approached Wine and sat next to her on bed. I love you, babe. Thank you for giving me such a precious gift. I love you too. Both were about to, but the baby started crying. Ush, seems like he will become my enemy. Wine chuckled and took the baby from his hand. He might be hungry, Cook. Saying this, she started feeding the baby, and Jungkook kept admiring his wife and son. Vian slowly recovered and regained her health. Sleep well, baby. She flicked her baby's forehead after making him sleep. She was about to go to do her household chores, but the doorbell rang, so she went downstairs to open the door. When she opened the door, she found the most unexpected guest, Wine Wide Eyes Era. Jungkook entered the house just to hear the loud crying of his baby, and soon a voice other than Wine's came to his ear, making Jungkook nervous. So he rushed to the bedroom, but on the way to bedroom, he saw a check on the floor. So he picked up, and his eyes turned dark, seeing it's Era's mom check. He rushed to his bedroom just to see Era holding his son in hand, calming him down. Baby, stop crying. It's okay. See, mommy. She wasn't able to complete as Jungkook harshly took the baby from Era, making sure baby is not hurt, and the baby paused crying after seeing his dad. Jungkook dark eyes, shut up. What are you doing in my bedroom with my baby, and where is Wine? Jungkook, she left. Again, Jungkook cutted her off, thinking that Wine left as a plant a year ago, so he Jungkook dark eyes, where is Wine? How many times I have told you and your mom that I don't like you. You always behind me, and now where is Wine? Jungkook's hold on Era's neck was getting each second, but soon his hold on Era's neck loosened when he heard Cook. He turned around to see Wine baby. His dark eyes shed a drop of tears, and he ran to Wine and hugged her tightly. Cook, I can't breathe, and the baby is between us. He pulled back, and Wine cupped his cheeks. Where you gone? I was in kitchen making drink for her eyes landed on Era coughing. Oh my god, Era, come, let's go downstairs and have a glass of water. She took her downstairs and Jungkook followed them. Will you both explain? Era signed and told everything. When Era came, Era, can I come inside? Ryan nodded. She was nervous, but she knew what to do. Vine and Era settled down. Era, I'm sorry, I can't leave Jungkook and my baby. And also, I know that Jungkook is not using me. He loves me truly. And here is your mom's check. I don't want it. I wanted to give it to you much before, like before I getting pregnant, but you never came again. And I'm not infertile. It was all an act, Jungkook. I should her for trying to even come near my babe and my family. Do it. Jungkook and Vine look at Era with wide eyes. She is your mom. She don't deserve the mom word. She used me a lot to get business collaboration and all, and later when Mark came loving me, even after knowing my situation, she took away that happiness. Just her and free me and Mark from that. Era said with cold eyes, and Jungkook shrimp, and he gave the baby to Wine and left the house. Era's mom used to give Era for to her business partner for profit and successful collaboration, and thus how she became a top businesswoman, but got greedy by thinking the power of a mafia queen which hold thus plot. Jungkook Era's mom and free Mark from her basement, and thus Mark and Era left the state with the check Era's mom gave to Ryan. Jungkook's parents have went for a business trip. Jungkook entered the house just to see a worried Ryan. Cook, she approached him, but he ignored her and walked to the bedroom and then to bathroom, making Ryan follow him too. Jungkook came out of the shower and again ignored Ryan. Cook, stop ignoring me or tell me what I have done. Wanna know what you done? Ryan nodded her head, but Jungkook pushed her to and above her. Why? You hide that Era and her mom came to see you. I never took their words seriously, Cook. I was sure that your love is pure for me. Then why you yourself on the day? I'm sorry I got insecure by seeing Era. From the beginning of our relationship, I always thought that why you love me when I'm nothing in front of a millennium mafia who can get any girl. And after seeing and hearing Era and her mom, and somehow predicted that it's true because your parents accepted a orphan like me without any drama and all. Then when Era's mom said that I was heartbroken, my heart said that you love me truly, but then other half was my insecurity which made me to you and see whether Era's mom said was true or not. But then when you said no, even when you were and respected me by saying that you can wait for me, I made sure that you love me truly and thus I thought to give you. Otherwise, I would have stopped you and left you. And then, when you took, I was more than sure that I will never lose you at any cost and want to have a family with you. Thus, I told you to make me because I trust you, I believe you, I love you. I understand you, but a little mad at you for taking such a big decision of our life. Weinstein, sorry, I know I done a mistake. I'm willing to take any Jungkook shrimp. Your is to give me another baby. Wine looked at Jungkook with teary eyes and then she pulled Jungkook into indirectly saying that she is okay with the end. Thanks for watching. Bye.